there is nothing moral or immoral about skin color.
Right.
There's nothing moral or immoral about ethnicity. This is just part of our humanity, part of our background. However, two men having sex is now a moral issue. It raises moral issues. It raises design issues in terms of, is this what God intended? So again, on every level, it breaks down. In my book, A Queer Thing Happened to America, I have a whole chapter asking the question, is gay the new black? And then I come to some other conclusions and say, tell you what, let's just say it is. Let's just say you're born this way and you can't change. Now, I don't believe that. There is no reputable scientific evidence that says someone is born gay. And we all know people that have come out of homosexuality, some with a real battle and struggle, but they've come out of it. They've modified behavior. Many have modified attraction. So you can't compare that to skin color. You can't say it's innate and immutable. But here's the thing. Even if someone could argue that people were born this way, well, there are scientists who say there is a violent gene. There are scientists who say there's an obesity gene. There are scientists who say there's an adultery gene. Does that therefore glorify or justify violence or obesity or adultery? Do we have fat pride parades to celebrate obesity? Or if someone has, quote, an obesity gene, do we work harder to deal with it? What if a guy beats up a gay person and says, hey, I have a homophobic gene. I have a violent gene. Judge, my genes made me do it. No, our genes don't make us do anything. And once again, it's an unfair comparison. Skin color is innate, is immutable, is genetic. Our behavior is not.
Not everyone agrees that the Bible is the final authority on morality. In fact, here in the United States, we have a doctrine called separation of church and state, and we have an amendment that says that Congress shall make no law establishing a religion. These are there specifically to protect us from a theocracy. Now, if we are to take the final word as of morality from the Bible and impose that into law, then that is what we are creating. What we are saying is religious law supersedes the law of the land, and again, the Founding Fathers and the Supreme Court have said no. Now, the idea of changing one's sexual orientation from one to another is something called reparative therapy. This has been condemned by every reputable psychiatric organization. The methods used by these organizations are outdated, outmoded, and often destructive. We can find so many testimonials of those who endured this torture, and we find that those who did go through it often come out much more harmed than ever even began to be helped. The methods of research used by the same organization is not open to peer review and are not open to observation by third parties. They work with impunity, and they work without being monitored. The methods of research used by them in order to substantiate their rate of success are questioned, again not open to peer review, and when evaluated by neutral or objective third parties are found to be lacking. There is a plentiful scientific evidence stating one is born gay. So the statement that there is no scientific theory stating the opposite is an out-and-out lie. I will capitulate that behavior is a choice, but the behavior of two homosexuals in the privacy of their own home is not detrimental to society as a whole. It may be an affront to your religious beliefs, but you can provide no verifiable, repeatable, testable evidence to say that it is. Now, true, there is the obscenity gene and the violence gene and the adultery gene, but as I've already stated elsewhere, these behaviors do cause harm to society or to individuals. But you can provide no evidence, no substantive evidence that says that two homosexuals having sex with each other in the privacy of their own home is causing harm to anyone, and neither can you provide irrefutable evidence that says two homosexuals getting married causes harm to society.